everybody, we're back. My next guest has appeared in numerous films, including A Beautiful Mind and Sweet Home, Alabama. Currently, you can see him in Wonderland. Please welcome Josh Lucas. Thanks for being here.
Happily.
You know, your career is going very well. You've been showing up in a lot of these great movies lately. But there is a problem, I understand, which is that occasionally you get mistaken for Matthew McConaughey. Is that true?
Occasionally to say the least, you know, and I don't quite get it, to be honest with you. But there was a funny one that happened a couple weeks ago. I was outside of a restaurant, and this guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, Matt, could I get an autograph?" And I was like, "No, man, I'm not Matt." And he goes, "Come on, Matt, just give me an autograph." And I was like, "No, man, look, I'm not Matt, I'm Josh." And he goes, "Why do you gotta be an ass about this, man?" Walks away and screams from across the street, goes, "McConaughey, you're an asshole," you know.
Yeah, right. Right, we can fill in the rest ourselves.
Attempting to ruin McConaughey's reputation.
That's so funny, because now that guy's going around like, "I met McConaughey, and the guy's a bastard." Yeah. I do that when people think I'm Ted Koppel. I'm like, "I need a drink, man, I need a drink." They're like, "Koppel, you all right?" And I'm like, "Help me."
Well, you still got a show, so.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I understand, speaking of shows, you grew up, you were not allowed, I can't imagine this, because I was a child of television, but you were not allowed to watch TV, is that right?
No, my parents believed it was evil and was the, you know, opiate of the masses and destroying your brain and all that, so obviously you're doing your part.
Yes, exactly.
Particularly tonight.
They're not wrong. Get in there and make them your zombies, that's what I say. Well, how did you relate to other kids who, you know, as a child, because so much of growing up in a TV culture is, whether your parents are right or wrong, is other kids knowing the same TV shows that you knew.
Yeah, this one girl in particular told me at one point she thought I was being tortured, but there's a strange story that happened where I came home, like I was, I think, probably 6 years old, and I came home and I was making this very strange noise over and over and over for a number of days. So finally my parents decided to go see the school counselor and say, "Listen, our son is coming home and all he's doing is going do-do-do-do-do-do to Boston, do-do-do-do-do to Boston." And the counselor's like, "Well, no, that's from the $6 Million Man."
Oh, Steve Austin, right.
But I had no idea what it was either.
Because you just heard, you saw other kids going...
Exactly, so I was running around in slow motion for days on end, driving my parents mad.
That's funny, because you're then making up your own TV show in your head. You've never seen it. It's to Boston, and you don't know why he's doing this.
Exactly.
That's very strange. Now, we have a bit of a similar situation in that... well, you have actually, my dad's a doctor.
What kind is your dad?
My dad's microbiologist, infectious diseases, but it made it hard to say that I was sick and couldn't go to school. And I know that your dad's a doctor, right?
My dad's an ER doctor, which is sort of, you know, one of the toughest professions because he deals with gunshot wounds and stabbings and that sort of thing. So if you didn't come home basically bleeding prolifically from your nose, that there was a problem that he was not going to take care of. So I came home and said, "Look, you know, I've got a really bad sore throat." And he was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Right.
So 2-3 days go by and my throat is swelling and getting more and more infected, I guess. And finally I'm lying on the couch and I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Dad, look, I'm really not feeling well." And literally, I stopped breathing. It closed. And he was sitting there and goes, "Josh," and I'm like,
right.
I literally grabbed a tongue depressor, pried open my mouth, sprayed it with some, I don't know, some morphine spray or something like that.
Right.
It's like, "I guess you are sick, son."
Yeah. Did you find out where he kept that morphine spray?
I tried. I literally tried.
I'd be following him out of the room.
Exactly.
My problem is, if any of us said we had a sore throat, most kids can just say, like, "I got a sore throat," and if you say it enough, they go, like, "Fine, stay home from school." My dad had those long swabs at the end of a stick that takes what's called a culture. So you'd have to go into his study, and he'd have you open your mouth. And the problem is that a lot of doctors are good at it. He was really bad at it. So he'd get his hand down there, like, up to his elbow, like, "Ah!" like that. And the thing would, like, come out the back of your head. Basically, you never had a sore throat. You don't want a sore throat around my dad.
We had fathers from the same medical school then.
Right. And your mom, a nurse, is that right?
She's a nurse midwife. So I had also a strange childhood in the sense that I would go watch home births whenever you know, she drugged me along. So.
Oh my God.
Yes, man.
Oh my God.
I watched all my brothers and sisters be born. All of them.
Wow, that is such an intense experience. I can't imagine that. I cannot imagine that. Plus, whenever you went to your mom and said you were pregnant, she wouldn't believe you, you know? "I'm pregnant, I can't go to school." "No, you're not." That is so weird. So you saw all of your...
I saw probably, I don't know, 15, 20 children be born, but I saw 3 of my brothers and sisters. So,
wow. And now you can hold that over them for the rest of their lives. I saw you
Lord
born,
over
dude.
them.
Don't mess with me. Yeah. I saw you come into this world, and I'll take you out. That's the attitude I would have. Wonderland, by the way, you did an amazing job in Wonderland. Wonderland is in theaters right now. And Josh, thanks so much for coming by.
Happy.
Really cool to have you. Josh Lucas, but we'll be right back. North Mississippi All-Stars. That was good. That was good. We're back. The next guests are here with a song from their new album, Polaris, and they'll be appearing Saturday night at the 930 Club in Washington, D.C. Give it up for North Mississippi All-Stars. Good Lord. That was great. Hey, thank you. That was really great. Hey, thank you. That was great. North Mississippi All-Stars. I'm getting that CD. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Stick around. That was really good. Well, folks, that's our show. I want to thank all my guests. Stay tuned for the last call with Carson Daly. Goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm gonna kill that Tubalard. Wes. Hey, chill, man, chill. First of all, kick Fatty's ass and Hillary's gonna be pissed at you and feel sorry for that guy over there. But we'll make sure that the boy from Planet Thick gets his. Sooner than he thinks. Good night.